Hello, it's Ben Cooper from Berthon here. We're on OAYA, the 2022 Pegasus 50, and we're going to do a quick walk around tour to go on our website, along with all the details which you'll be able to find at the end of the video. So here we go, we've got the moulded carbon bowsprit with the 2-to-1 tack line for the furling Jenica. We have a large white A3 furling Jenica for here. You have a pad eye halfway down, that's for a code 0 should you wish to add one to the inventory. OAYA doesn't have that. We have plenty of power from the Jenica and the jib. You can see, if I stick the camera out around the side, you can see the launching for the anchor. Now this is a bit different from quite a lot of boats that have it integrated into the bowsprit, in that the bowsprit doesn't have to be quite so heavily engineered, and also the chain won't scratch against the hull because it launches from a lot lower down. Irrespective of that, there is a chafe pad that is replaceable should you need to, and you can see down here we have the lovely chafe guards and the pop-up cleats. This is a nice touch. We've got a furling for the jib, which is on a ribbon, a tape, a webbing, whatever you like to call it. It keeps the drum very low and the foot of the sail not on the deck but close to the deck for much more efficiency and better drumming. Right. In here we have currently got all the fenders because we're out on a beautiful, beautiful autumn day in the Saloon. We have fender storage. You can get a code 0 in there, the anchor change just down there, and there's also a fitting for the anchor windlass control, which you can see here. A nice quick anchor windlass. Moving back down the boat, we have the pad eye here. This is for the staysail. It's a self-tacking staysail which is held on a cable with a furler, much like a code 0, which means you don't have to have it up all the time. It's perfectly strong, it's easy to deploy, and great for storms, for high winds, whatever you want to do, or reaching maybe, if you want to put the Jenica up and a staysail out. We've got the LED nav lights. There's a tack line clutch just there. Let me just spin around here and you can see the size of this forward hatch, which is above the berth in the forward cabin, which gives loads and loads of lovely light. Now, here's the obvious hint that this is an electric boat. We've got an extra layer of solar panels on the foredeck. Very tough, you can walk on them, and you've also got the solar panel array on the coach roof as well. So let's talk about the electric boat for a little bit. We've got 2 pods. We've got the Oceanvolt drive servo props. We have 2 pods, one either side, about 40 horsepower each. We've got a battery, 48 volt battery bank for the drives. Actually scratch all that, Harry, because I'm not entirely sure of the battery dimensions, etc. So we'll just go from this bit again. So walking back down the boat, you can see the nod to the electric drive here. We've got solar panels on the foredeck, but solar panels on the coach roof as well, all charging up the batteries. There's a number of ways you can charge the batteries on an electric boat. You've got shore power, you've got a solar array, you've also got mine's gone blank, shit. Regeneration from the pods, and there's also an extra pod underneath the boat which you can turn off or on again. So here we go, here's the Sparcraft carbon rig, twin spreader, Wide spreaders, lots of sweep on those, nice and secure. So we do have a backstay, but it doesn't take up too much load. Here we have the Antal ball bearing sliders on the fully battened mainsail. The stack height is pretty low. Don't need the switch track on these boats, you can reach pretty much everything. We've got a aluminium boom with hay racks on the side, which you can see there spreads the lazy jacks, so it makes a nice wide channel for the mainsail to drop into, which it does in seconds. It's absolute seconds. One thing I forgot to show you here was the self-tacking jib, which is the staysail, of course. So you can walk back down the side decks past the Code 0 2-to-1 halyard. We have the jib sheets that are deflected underneath the deck here. So passage down the deck when you're tacking or anything like that is actually very safe. Here we have the coach roof, which is one of the major USPs of the Pegasus. Whether it's hot, cold, wet, dry, the hardtop is actually a massive bonus. We've got ventilation from the front, these windows slide up and down, and the top. Should you wish to have some more sun in the cockpit, this boat in particular has a cabriole roof, which can be rolled back easily. So we'll stroll a bit further back down the nice wide side decks. So on the port side we have all the sail controls here to the primary winch there and a secondary winch on the back. So let me just walk around here and I can show you that in more detail. A nice little feature is these twin buttons here. So this one here is for this winch and this one here is for that winch, right behind Alan, just there. So on each tack you can load up main sheet or the jib sheet and you can be in perfect control of the sails, whichever tack you're on and whichever helm you're on. Aft we have the utility winch. This can be used for the Code 0, spinnakers, for mooring in the med, whatever you like, which is obviously controlled there. Lovely rope bin lockers, that swallows everything, so you don't have any ropes in the cockpit area at all. Certainly in this comfortable area here. I'll go into the technical room in a minute. Here we have the table with leaves come out, seats 6 or 8 at a squeeze. In the aft end of this we have a life raft, just pull the flap out, it's stored inside here so it's easy to deploy. And in the forward end we have the day fridge, which is brilliant. So let's have a dive into the port technical room. I'll just take these cushions off. And show you this amazingly lovely technical room, which is full of fenders. Where do these fenders come from? I'm sure we only had a few. Technical room, take 2. So, walking straight in, we've got this flap here, which you can lift up, put down, or sit on. And it's a great place to sit. And look around. This is the port side of the boat. So on the port side of the boat, we have what's called the wet technical room. So we have fluids and water maker, compressor for the fridges. We've got all the seawater pumped here. And what else have we got? That's where we've got the water filter for the generator, and essentially anything that's wet comes into this technical room. You'll see down here, this is the port side servoprop with its controls there. So this is the port side, technical room. We've got loads and loads of storage. These baskets all come with the boat. Lots of storage, lots of room for whatever you want to do, really. Now, if we come out to the other side, so that's the port side. Right, bear with while we reconvene the boat. This is where you can speed it up a bit and put some Charlie Chaplin music on or something. As if by magic, here's the starboard technical room. Now this is the electrical technical room. Just turn the lights on here. There we go. So same size, starboard side. In this room we have the other starboard Oceanvolt pod, and we have chargers, controllers, switch panels, shore power and transformers, and isolated. Got the DC converters there and the heating. You'll notice we have two chargers. This one is on hull number 5, which is OAYA. This is the boat we're on. This one is for USA, for the 110 volt system. So she's set up for Americans. If you, as soon as you hit the shore there and plug in America, automatically clicks over to 110 volts and you can charge. But of course there's an inverter, so all the plug sockets will be 230 volts. Right, that's the technical rooms done. We'll have a quick look at, what should we do next? The starboard side, where we have the controls for the Oceanvolt drive here. So 2 pods, just like 2 engines, 2 propellers, one either side that you saw in the 2 technical rooms there. You can steer the boat slowly by doing one or the other. Up to you. So sorry, I just stood on Alan's foot. This is the starboard side. We have, so this is the control side where you have throttle controls and bow thruster controls. Same situation with the winches. We've got the 2 buttons there, port and starboard primaries, and the aft winch there. Right, now we're going to have a little bit of space where we stop the boat, and we're going to show you the bathing platform. I'll just leave it going. I presume you're going to just chop stuff up and make it into a reasonably fluid video, aren't you? Or you might go Charlie Chaplin.
No, what do we need to say? The Wayne's World dream sequence. Yeah. Ooh, the hell go wavy.
Dude! Awesome, dude. Right, let's just pop these fenders over there. Ugh. Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop the boat in a sec, just to get the flap down.
But we'll be head to wind that way, so otherwise you won't know.
Yeah. Wherever. Okay, so. Guess so, if you want. Right. Right, we just need to stop the boat in the water, so we're not.
We're sort of not going anywhere. We're actually just, we literally holding the steering.
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe just drift a little bit. Right, okay. So, step number 1, remove the passerelle. This is 6 kilos, it's made out of carbon fibre. It doesn't weigh anything. Sorry, I completely forgot. It goes down there, doesn't it? And then this just relocates onto the floor, into those spigots there, which if you had a bit more coordination than me would be quite easy. The next step is just a little bit of a nudge, because the rope's a little bit stiff, and we just lower the bathing platform down and recleat there. And now we have a beautiful, enormous bathing platform, which is almost full width of the boat, with the bathing ladder locked down to it. And while we're here, we will show you the enormous lazarette, which I will remove the passerelle for. Again, very light, 6 kilos, carbon fibre. Just look at that. This is big enough for a 2.5-ish metre inflatable sideways, fully blown up or not. We've got a hose on the starboard side there that you can just connect, blow up the dinghy and deploy from the transom. Very simple, very effective, and a lot of stowage space. So again, pretty easy to pull up, just simple piece of rope. If you wanted to, you could put it on that winch there. I'm feeling like I need some exercise today. And then we just put the passerelle back on. Very light, 6 kilos, made of carbon fibre. Did I mention that? And then this doubles as a helm seat on passage, which is fantastic. Right, next step is the interior. Right, into the interior of the Pegasus 50. Into the saloon we have, this is the whole USP, well, one of the big USPs of the Pegasus, is this connected feeling from the saloon to the cockpit and vice versa. You are at similar level, there's only a couple of steps down into the saloon, and then another small step down to the galley. But standing in the galley, you can see how connected you are with the crew in the cockpit and vice versa. So the big saloon, now another unique and lovely feature of the Pegasus or OAYA is her gimballing saloon. So when you're on attack, you can just drop the table. I'll try and drop the camera with it. Now when we're sailing, we tend to brace our bodies. Our core muscles are always being engaged, and that's tiring over a long passage. So if we can gimbal the sofa to be level, our bodies stop jarring, stop correcting ourselves, and we get a lot less tired. It's a very clever thing, which is not to be underestimated. Right, this is the lovely owner's manual that comes with every Pegasus. We have all the details about the yacht in here, systems, everything, in a beautiful coffee table style book. I'll just put that one side now so we can have a look at the table, which folds in half if you wish, so you can have easy access to the back of the table and walk around easily, or if you're sitting down, there's more of you, etc., you can put the flap out. Very nice. This table goes up and down, and you can lower it into the lower position, and the cushions come out, and this whole space then becomes a daybed. Enormous daybed, very connected to the cockpit, very nice place to be when you're cruising, and of course don't forget it gimbals. So OAYA has beautiful 360 degree view. Sorry if that made you a bit dizzy. We have fans for air movement. We have speakers, air conditioning as well. Comes with the boat, as does heating, separated heating. You can just see there's LEDs under there. Nice little touch for evenings or an anchor. Here is the switch panel. We have various switches here. Water maker, heating, stereo. This is a nice touch. This is the Victron panel. Just simply shows where all the chargings come from, whether it's the or the power is coming from, sorry. So whether it's from the batteries, the solar panels, the shore power, the harvesting from the engine, from the propellers, sorry, when you're sailing along. These are the servoprop controls here, just charges, inverters, generators, etc. Now we'll have a quick look at the chart table. Again, a lovely, lovely place to be. When you hop up into the chart table, you can see everything. Not only laterally, but also vertically. Here we have full control. We have the BNG display is use. We have autopilot here, Simrad autopilot, BNG environmental displays there, VHF radio, and behind the cushion we have storage, sat phone, etc. Now, one thing here is that the nav seat does lift up if you need more space in the galley. There's more storage there. A cool box underneath the nav seat. We're going to have a quick look in the galley. We have 3 fridges on this boat. We have the drawer fridges there, the door fridge here, and the cockpit fridge, the day fridge over there. Forgive me, I can't remember the exact volumes of them off the top of my head, but that's all in the specs as well. We have the induction hob, the microwave, and lots and lots and lots of storage space behind. All the Pegasuses, they come with absolutely everything. Oops. Everything's beautifully made, beautifully packaged, so that when you go pick up your new Pegasus, everything is on and you can just go. OAYA has absolutely everything, a very, very, very full inventory, which you can see on our website. Now let's have a look through to the accommodation. She is slightly different to the standard boat in that she has the bunk cabin on the port side. Lots of storage, 2 very secure bunks here with lots of light, ventilation, cupboards either side, air conditioning, and a nice secure corridor to walk down. On the port side just forwards we have its hanging locker and also a second shower unit, should you wish. Behind there we have the washing machine. Now opposite there we have the entrance to the owner's cabin, main cabin, whatever you like to call it. A huge double bed. This is an additional extra from the standard boat as well, just a much wider bed. We have water tanks on the outside. We've got 370 litres here and 370 litres over there, with a valve in the middle so you can switch tanks whenever you like. Storage space just under here, up here, over there, over here, down here. So we have lots and lots and lots of storage space in the main cabin. Now if we go forward from the main cabin, we have the heads unit, lovely, lovely shower unit, full height, huge space there, heads are in there, nice door between just to stop splashing. Lots of stowage either side. There's a black water tank behind the heads there in a cupboard. That's a 50-litre tank. Right, let's go and have another look down the corridor. So forwards, port side, we have our heads, which I'll go look around there. Sorry, I left the lid open. And then forwards, a little bit more storage space. We have first aid kits, and then lower down we have black water tank, valves, switches, etc. Forward of this we go into the bow cabin, a lovely small double V-berth here, storage either side, cupboards, LED lights, and a massive hatch here that gives so much light into this lovely little room. Storage, reading lights, LEDs, everything you need. And storage underneath the bed, so I didn't show you that. So that really concludes our tour of the interior. If you've got any more questions or would like any more details of this wonderful boat, please do click on the links below or just give us a call.